Welcome to another episode of Throne Mastermind Sessions. The session is beginning. All members are now expected to assume position on their throne.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Throne Mastermind Sessions. This is Eli Markus. Today, I will be discussing operating in the template of the kingdom and auditing your command center to navigate the quantum fields of reality. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you've probably been reading a lot of my writings. I've been writing a lot about the quantum field of reality and quantum leaping. Uh, Quantum leaping is when someone is in a certain field of reality one day, and within a short period of time, they literally quantum leap the timeline of their reality where you almost can't even recognize the two. Imagine someone going from being a bum to ultra successful. Imagine someone going from being a overworked, underpaid person who hates their job to owning their business and being empowered and being profitable within 90 days, 60 days, 30 days, or 1 year even. So quantum leaping is when someone is able to teleport to a different timeline, seemingly, right? And whatever timeline they're able to access of that quantum leap, it wasn't even in the trajectory of the path that they were on prior to the quantum leap. When you can generally tell the trajectory of someone's path based on what they're doing today, like, okay, you're doing that. Okay, so this is probably how your life is going to turn out. These are your options: A, B, C, and D. If you're in this position today, this is how your life is going to turn out. And if you want to achieve a certain goal, it might take you 30 years, 40 years, only if you submit to this rigid system and this rigid to-do list that you have to complete first. You need to do 5 years here, then 3 years there. Then you need to go back and do 6 years over there and get your credentials over here, and then climb your way up the ladder, and then all that. Quantum leaping is when someone seemingly skips all of those steps because they become aware of a wisdom and a sequence of patterns that allows them to reach their desired destination much sooner. That's what quantum leaping is. So today we're going to discuss operating in the template of the kingdom and auditing your command center to navigate the quantum fields of reality. Because one question I'm always getting is, well, how do you quantum leap? Eli, how do you quantum leap? How does that work? The first step is you have to clean out anyone who is not aligned with you from your field, from your personal reality, from your command center, especially. What is your command center? Your command center is anyone who has access to your mind, your consciousness, and your nervous system. Anyone who is so close to your nervous system and to what information your mind is consuming and your consciousness is consuming, they're so close to it that they can pour into it without consent. They can pour in it without approval. They can put whatever they want to put into your mind, your consciousness, or inflict upon your nervous system without your consent, your approval, or without submitting to a protocol. So even if it's a virus, it will attach itself to you. Even if it's negativity, it will attach itself to you. Even if it's low self-worth, even if it's doubt, even if it's fear. Anyone that is in your personal reality who has that type of access, that type of rank, that type of ability, and they're putting negativity of any kind into your consciousness, your mind, or your nervous system, clear them out. Make whatever decision is necessary to create distance from that individual or from that group, those groups of people that have that ability, and they are consciously or unconsciously abusing their access. I'm trying to prepare you for the quantum leap. Are you ready for the quantum leap? Do you really want a quantum leap? Do you even know where you want to quantum leap? Have you imagined where you want to quantum leap? Quantum leaping isn't just closing your eyes and opening it and then hoping you're in a better situation. If you want to quantum leap, you need to have it listed in your imagination. Where are you quantum leaping? Where are you doing? What are you doing in that desired destination, in that desired timeline? Where are you at? What are you doing? How are you feeling? What are you doing in that reality? What are you being in that reality? How is that reality empowering to you? You must invest time into perfecting the vision in your very imagination of where you want to quantum leap. That is an important factor to prepare you for the quantum leap. So after you clear out the command center of anyone who's not aligned, and again, some of you are not going to do this because you don't want to make that controversial decision. For some of you, the people who are in your command center who are not in alignment with the destination of your desired quantum leap, it's a friend, it's a family member, it's a work colleague, it's a neighbor, it's the church, it's people at the church you go to or in the social community that you're a part of. It's someone that you're routinely seeing, someone who routinely interacts with you, and they may not even have bad intentions. They may have their own wounds, their own traumas, or they could just be unconsciously depositing negativity into you and they don't even know they're doing it. You need to make the controversial decision to clear them out of your command center. Now, clearing them out of your command center doesn't necessarily mean you don't see them or you don't talk to them. It just means they don't have access to your command center, to your nervous system, to your consciousness, to your emotions, to your mind. That's all it means. You're reducing the access they have to your command center, to the place in which you are able to command your reality. Too many people have access to the place where you are supposed to have authority to command your reality. They can inflict certain things on your emotions and your nervous system, and then boom, you're not making decisions that you should be making for your empowerment. Then boom, you're not getting to the places and doing the things that you should be doing to access your desired reality because of what they said, because of what they did, because of how they're pulling you in certain directions, because of the limiting beliefs that they are imprinting upon you. Clear them out of your command center. Some of these people may require you to full-blown block and remove them from your sight and from your reality altogether. Some of these people, it requires a conversation to reconfigure in their own mind how they are to interact with you moving forward. It doesn't require you to curse them out or to make them feel bad or to blame anything on them. It could be a very polite conversation. It could be very formal. I am in a new chapter of my life. I'm giving an example. I'm in a new chapter of my life. And moving forward, I would like for you to only discuss this and this and this with me. Don't discuss anything regarding my goals, my personal life, or anything like that. Just discuss these three things with me. I'm in a new chapter of my life, and I just won't be talking to as many people anymore. I would like for you to only text or call me when it has to do with business or when it has to do with something specific, something that they have relevancy to in your world. Hey, I won't be talking as much. I'm just really focused right now. Some people you could just configure with a conversation to kick them out of your command center, to make sure that frame is there. Because the mistake that many people make is you allow too many people to get too familiar with you, to get too personable with you, to believe that they can just say anything to you about anything, that they can just inflict their mentality on you at will. That's a you problem. You have to stop giving people that level of familiarity with you. When you keep a level of being formal with people and you operate within that frame of formality, they won't even cross certain boundaries and lines because of the way you move, because of your energy. So you don't get too familiar with people and you don't allow them to get too familiar with you. I'm trying to prepare you for the quantum leap. And you got to audit your command center to navigate the quantum fields of reality. Because I promise you, every time you try to quantum leap, if you have misaligned people in your command center, if you have disrespectful people in your command center, if you have people who have limiting beliefs in your command center, if you have ignorant people in your command center, you won't go far in the quantum fields of reality. You're going to run out of gas the first mile. You're going to have engine problems within the first 5 minutes. You're going to get a flat tire within the first 10 miles. When you have misaligned people in your command center, access to your nervous system, access to make you feel a negative emotion or a negative anything without authorization, without approval, because they speak recklessly or because they move recklessly or because of just things that are just what they do. Don't mean they have bad intentions. But because of your lack of boundaries and your lack of framing, they are able to control the emotions and the mentality and the frequency in your consciousness. You can't go far until you have absolute authority over the frequency in which you operate in your own consciousness. Clear them out. Say, clear them out. Clear them out. It's time to clean out the command center. Clear them out. I don't care what controversial decision you have to make. Clear them out from the command center. You don't get access to my nervous system. You don't get access to my mind. You don't get access to my consciousness. Some people you have to block altogether, and some people you have to reconfigure the way in which they are able to interact with you. You decide. We're talking about the importance of operating in the template of the kingdom. Now, I'm not talking about a physical kingdom. I'm talking about the energetic principles of the kingdom. I'm talking about operating in life with a certain frame around you that people can feel. So we don't even have to use the word kingdom. We could say organization, institution. The bottom line is you are the principled person in the kingdom, in your own kingdom, which is an energetic. It's a template in which you operate. That means assemble your council and administration. Depends on where you're at socially and economically of what this means for you. If you're already doing pretty well in life and you can hire people to be your counsel and in your administration, you probably already have a lawyer on speed dial. You probably already have a personal assistant who answers all your emails and your phone calls and make sure no bullshit gets to your ear. Make sure no trolls are able to put their viruses on you because they know what to catch and they know what to, I'm not even going to tell the principal person this information. You probably already have staff members. You probably already have security, depending on where you're at in the spectrum of the kingdom. But even if you don't have anything, even if you are financially not doing well right now, or with resources, you don't have it like that right now to hire people to put in these roles. You still have friends, you still have families, you still have people in your reality that you respect and that you feel are in alignment with your desired quantum leap. In fact, when you think about the vision in your imagination of where you want to quantum leap, these are the people that are in that vision. Glory. That's how you know that they can rock with you. They can be in the tribe. They can be in the inner circle. They can be a part of the administration. They can occupy a role in the administration because they are literally in the vision of the imagination of your desired destination in the quantum leap. And when they visualize their quantum leap and desired destination, you are in that vision and y'all in the same timeline. You're sharing the same reality. When you visualize where you want to be, they can go with you. Glory. So even if you don't have resources, as long as you have people who are in alignment with your interests, your personal evolution, and they are in agreement with the destination of the quantum leap, they can occupy a role in your administration as a volunteer. And you can occupy a role in their administration as a volunteer. What does this mean? What I'm trying to get you to do is to create your council, your administration, your framing, your covering, because nobody is supposed to just be able to walk up on you and have access to you and play with you and talk to you any kind of way. Nobody is supposed to just be able to handle you any kind of way. When you have proper framing and they even attempt to propose something or direct you somewhere, you have a course of action because you're operating in the template of the kingdom. Can't nobody just walk up to a kingdom and grab anything they want and talk to the principal person and have their way. No, there's a protocol. If you have a request, there's a protocol to submit your request. There's a website. When you think about a corporation, powerful corporations are all operating on the template of the kingdom. Any powerful organization operates with kingdom principles, whether they know it or not. Every strong and healthy and powerful family operates with kingdom principles, whether they know it or not. Because it is a universal law. In order for you to evolve on this spectrum, you have to take on kingdom principles. You may not call it that, but that's what it is. So when you want access to a strong family, a strong corporation, when you want to have a vendorship proposal, when you want to do business with them, there's a protocol. Go to the website. Submit the contact us form, and a representative will get back with you. Go to the website. Contact the contact person who reviews all requests, and a representative will get back with you. We will review it, and we'll get back with you. So people, if you don't have a lot of resources to hire people for these official roles, have the people in your world, like I just explained, who are in alignment with you and you're in alignment with them and you all going to the same destination, volunteer as that role. They are now your counsel, your advisor, your assistant. They are now occupying an official role to vet and to review all incoming material that anyone wants from you. Anything anyone wants from you, they have to go through that process because that is a part of the kingdom principles. That helps protect you from viruses. That helps protect you from predators. That helps protect you from time wasters. That helps protect you from shit talkers. That helps protect you from people who want to pretend to be your friend just to get you vulnerable and then use information that you told them against you to try to break your spirit. That helps protect you from people like that who are not in true alignment with your desired destination and your self-concept and your self-image. That helps protect you from demonic entities that desire to pick and pluck you apart. When you have proper framing, when everything goes through the protocol of the kingdom principles. So assemble your council and administration. Communicate with high formality with everyone in your world. I don't care if it's an email. I want you to start putting letterheads on your emails. And you need to write with high formality. None of that casual talk anymore. None of that buddy talk anymore. Every single person in your reality, you communicate with high formality when you are still in a state of formality. Stop putting everyone to the ultra personal, inner circle level of communication and interaction. If you don't know people, or if they're just a supporter, or if they're just an observer, if there's someone who's trying to get to know you, but they're unvetted, they're unfamiliar, you should communicate with them with a high level of formality, and they should communicate with you. High level of formality. When you're still in a formal state with someone, you don't ask them personal questions. They don't ask you personal questions that have no relevancy to your relationship with them and to their status with you. A refugee can't come to a developed country and just have access to the president. A refugee just can't come to a developed country and start dictating and voting on the politics and the policies of that country. So you need to imagine yourself being a nation, imagine yourself being a corporation, and move with the same energetic principles as a nation, as a corporation, as a kingdom. Glory. Communicate with high formality with everyone in your world. To whom it may concern, our review team has reviewed your request. At this time, the principal person, you, would not be interested in this proposal, but we'll let you know if things change in the future. As of now, we have things on our schedule that we're occupied with. We'll get back a high degree of formality with everyone. Stop having casual chit-chat, chatty-patty conversations with people you don't know. I'm trying to prepare you for the quantum leap. So you don't keep getting a flat tire on your way, an engine blowout on your way, running out of gas, trying to get there. Because these are the reasons why you run out of gas and why you get that flat tire, metaphorically speaking. You got so many unvetted people walking around in the lobby of what's supposed to be your kingdom. You have so many unvetted people lollygagging around in your command center, pressing all kind of buttons all in your command center, doing weird shit, saying weird shit, moving oddly and awkwardly, fucking with your nervous system, traumatizing you, terrorizing you, confusing you, distracting you, dumping their emotions on you, dumping their problems on you, feeding your feed with a bunch of bullshit, occupying your attention with nonsense that you can't survive the quantum leap. Every time you try, you get zapped. You must submit to these principles. Require anyone who desires access to you to submit to the established protocols and processes to request access and schedule a session, even in regards to personal and family connections. You must have this framing. I said, require anyone who desires access to you to submit to the established protocols and processes to request access and schedule a session. It's about formality. It's about decorum. And it goes both ways. Operate with people this way as well. Pay them the same respect as well. But it can't be people could just call you up and occupy your time for 2 hours and just talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about. It can't be people could just text you randomly about any topic and occupying your time with a bunch of bullshit. It can't be people could just roll up on you and have a 3-hour gossip session with you, a 30-minute gossip session with you that has nothing to do with you, and they're causing you to make judgments against people that you don't even know. It can't be that you're always dancing in the hand of a master manipulator because you don't have framing, you don't have boundaries, you don't have guards, you don't have protocol, and you don't have processes. You don't have an immediate course of action the moment incoming energy is trying to knock on the door of the kingdom to gain access to it. You are allowing people to control and dictate your life force at will. Whatever they want to do, they can have their way with you. No. You must place the vision in the imagination of your desired destination in the quantum leap. as the most important thing you are focused on. All of your energy is in service to the destination of the quantum leap. And all of your values is embodied in that destination. If family is important to you, if wealth is important to you, if safety and security is important to you, if certain experiences are important to you, well, that's a part of the vision, right? It's in the destination of the quantum leap. Therefore, you are in service to the destination of the quantum leap that you're trying to make. Therefore, you have to have framing and boundaries, because if you don't, hijackers, stray dogs are just going to attach themselves to your energy field and exploit energy out of you. And they may not mean no harm. People are going to be pulling your arm and pulling you in different directions to have you involved in their bullshit. In their emergency situations and whatever, all kind of games and tricks and nonsense is going to keep pulling at you, distracting you, and you won't have the fuel necessary to survive your quantum leap. Your energetics are too distorted and distracted. You're not focused enough. You're not in utter devotion in service to the destination of your desired quantum leap. Have a clear course of action. There should be a prompt course of action for anyone who desires to act, any energy that anyone desires to give your way. Oh, the website. Oh, the link. Here's my link tree. And here's where you can schedule a session. Here's where you can submit a proposal. Here's where you can submit your request. I don't care if somebody tries to text your phone or write you on Instagram, Facebook, and these other social media platforms. You should have an automated response. Hello, this is not John Doe directly or Jane Doe directly. Your message will be reviewed by a virtual assistant. However, if you have something immediate, click this link and submit a form. We will review it and get back to you. And then you respond to it professionally with the highest degree of being formal. Every single request. That is what keeps you safe in your own command center. That is what allows you to navigate the quantum fields of reality. When you have these roles established, when you have your guards energetically, when you have a council and administration energetically, and you are at the center of that navigation, all this other energy in the atmosphere that seeks to interact, that seeks to deposit, that seeks to include you in their narratives and their games and their plays and what they have going on, they have to go through your administration. And most of those things are going to be rejected, embodied in the very nature of the administration. Just like most job applicants don't get hired. Most college applicants don't get approved to go to that college. The college does not approve their application. Most loan applications get rejected. Most vendorship proposals to corporations get rejected. So this is obviously a pattern that we see in the kingdom principle with organizational entities that are doing it well and that are surviving well and that are conquering. They obviously understand the principle of protocols. You can't just walk up in my shit and have your way. You can't just walk up in my shit and paint my walls with what matters to you, with your icons and with your messages and with your policies and with your political movements and with your trauma and your wounds. You can't just have your way in my space. You can't just have your way in my mind or my consciousness. You must go through the protocols. It will be reviewed, and a determination will be made. Keep yourself in the center of your command center so you can navigate the quantum fields of reality. Keep your vision at the center of where you're headed and where you're going, and point all energy in that direction. Everyone in your administration needs to be able to fit and be compatible with the desired destination of where you're attempting to quantum leap. It's time to operate in the template of the kingdom. because that's what relaxes your nervous system when you operate in that fashion. That's what keeps it relaxed, and that's what keeps you in control, and that's what keeps drama out of your reality and out of your life, at least to a high degree. That's what keeps you ahead of the curve. And that's what keeps you have a clear vision. You can observe the global marketplace. You can observe what's compatible with you. You can observe, who do you like? What do you like? Where do you like? What type of things do you like to do? Who would you like to have a conversation with? Who would be beneficial to your desired destination, your desired life? Who can you learn from? And you can make a proposal to build up a strong alliance with people who are in perfect compatibility with you, versus allowing the random of the marketplace to just kind of randomly decide who you're going to fuck with, who your friends going to be, who your allies are going to be, and what your opinions are going to be, and what you need to have your attention on. Instead of allowing that to be a random process, when you have properly assembled your kingdom, you get to decide who you want to rock with. You get to decide who do you want to have a conversation with, no matter who it is. You get to decide where you want to go and what you want to do and what is in divine alignment with the direction of you, with the direction of the kingdom, with the interests of the kingdom. You get to submit your proposals in an official capacity. Hello, this is the office of John Doe or Jane Doe. We have taken an interest in your work. We would like to, and you get to be clear in what your desire is. And if they are in the quantum, if they have the quantum mind, they already understand the language of quantum people. Because most people are not even on the quantum level. They're in a basic field of reality, and they are subjugated to that field of reality due to their character issues and their lack of evolution. They don't even move this way. They don't even understand this language. But the type of entities and individuals that you're going to be interested in forming alliances with, once you understand this knowledge, this wisdom, they're already going to have processes and protocols for incoming proposals that they understand. And you get to custom make your personal reality. Through being assertive with your proposals and being assertive with your direction and being fully framed, fully formed, understanding the value in developing your organization and economic opportunities in your organization, marketing opportunities for you to market your interests, opportunities to allow others to market their interests in your space. Because there's a blueprint, no matter who you are, no matter what your interests are, no matter where you want to go, there is a blueprint. There's an economic series of blueprints that you can drag and drop in your kingdom to benefit you socially and economically. I'm talking about the importance of operating in the template of the kingdom and auditing your command center to navigate the quantum fields of reality. Glory.
This Throne Mastermind session has concluded. Visit thronemastermindsessions.com to inquire about membership and to gain access to more Throne Mastermind sessions. All members may now exit the private session.